Did you know that nearly half of all marriages end in divorce? We're diving deep into the human heart to uncover 6 surprising reasons why people leave the ones they love. We're talking about those gut-wrenching breakups, the ones that leave you wondering, what just happened? It's time to pull back the curtain on the complexities of love, loss, and the often hidden reasons behind why relationships fall apart. By understanding these reasons, we can gain valuable insights into our own relationships and navigate the challenges of love with greater awareness and compassion.
We all crave that deep emotional connection with our partners, that feeling of being seen, heard, and understood. But what happens when that connection starts to fray? When you look at your partner and you feel miles apart, lost in a sea of unspoken words and unmet needs? Emotional disconnect can creep into a relationship like a slow leak, gradually eroding the foundation of love. It starts subtly, maybe with missed cues or unanswered texts, but over time it creates a chasm between two people. You might find yourselves living parallel lives, going through the motions but lacking that spark, that genuine emotional intimacy. You see, folks, relationships thrive on connection, on shared experiences, vulnerabilities, and emotional support. When that connection fades, resentment can build. You might start feeling lonely, neglected, or unimportant, like you're drifting further and further apart. And the longer this disconnect persists, the harder it becomes to bridge the gap. It's like speaking different languages. Your words might be heard, but their meaning gets lost in translation. You crave that deep connection, that feeling of being truly known and understood, but it feels elusive, out of reach. And when those emotional needs aren't met, it can create a breeding ground for doubt, frustration, and ultimately the desire to seek that connection elsewhere. Ignoring emotional disconnect is like ignoring a crack in the foundation of your house. Eventually it will crumble.
Commitment. It's the cornerstone of any lasting relationship, the promise of a shared future, of weathering life's storms together. But for some, commitment isn't a comforting haven. It's a cage, a trap that triggers deep-seated fears and insecurities. The fear of commitment can manifest in many ways, from cold feet before walking down the aisle to an inability to utter the words "I love you." It's the fear of surrendering your independence, of losing your sense of self in the vastness of we. It's about the what-ifs that keep you up at night, the nagging doubts that whisper, what if this isn't the right choice? What if I miss out on something better? This fear can stem from various factors: past relationship traumas, a fear of vulnerability, or even societal pressures to keep your options open. It's a complex cocktail of emotions that can leave you feeling trapped, suffocated, and ultimately wanting to run for the hills, even if it means leaving behind someone you deeply care about. The irony is, the very act of running away from commitment can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It prevents you from experiencing the joys and security of a truly committed relationship, reinforcing the belief that you're not cut out for the long haul. It's a vicious cycle of fear and avoidance, leaving a trail of broken hearts and unfulfilled potential. Confronting the fear of commitment requires honesty, self-reflection, and a willingness to challenge the limiting beliefs holding you back.
We like to think that love conquers all, that when two people are truly meant to be, nothing can stand in their way. But the reality is, love often exists within a complex web of external pressures that can strain even the strongest of bonds. Family, friends, societal expectations. These external forces can exert tremendous pressure on a relationship, sometimes pushing couples in opposite directions. Imagine the weight of disapproving parents, the judgment of friends who question your choices, or the societal norms that dictate who you should and shouldn't be with. These external pressures can manifest in subtle ways, like passive-aggressive comments or unspoken expectations, or they can be blatant and relentless, creating a constant undercurrent of tension and doubt. It's like trying to build a house on shaky ground. No matter how strong the foundation of your love, the constant tremors of external disapproval can threaten to bring it all crashing down. Sometimes, these external pressures stem from a genuine place of concern, from loved ones who want what they believe is best for you. Other times, it's rooted in control, judgment, or a lack of understanding and acceptance. Navigating external pressures requires clear communication, both within the relationship and with those exerting the pressure.
Remember that giddy feeling of first love, the excitement of discovering shared dreams and aspirations? It's a beautiful thing when two people embark on life's journey, hand in hand, their paths intertwined. But what happens when those paths begin to diverge? When personal growth pulls you in different directions? Life is a journey of constant evolution. We change, we grow, our priorities shift, and sometimes, those changes can create a distance in our relationships. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. It's just the natural ebb and flow of life. The realization that what once resonated deeply might no longer align with who you've become. Imagine a couple who fell in love in their youth, their lives intertwined with shared dreams and ambitions. Now, fast forward a few years, and one person discovers a newfound passion, a desire to explore different paths, while the other remains rooted in their initial aspirations. This divergence in personal growth can create a sense of disconnect, a feeling of being out of sync with your partner. It's not that the love is gone, it's that the individuals have evolved, their needs and desires no longer aligned in the same way. Navigating this delicate dance of personal growth within a relationship requires open communication, a willingness to support each other's journeys, and a healthy dose of flexibility.
Trust. It's the bedrock of any relationship, the invisible thread that binds two hearts together. It's the feeling of safety, security, and knowing that your partner has your back, no matter what. But what happens when that trust is shattered, broken by the ultimate betrayal? Infidelity. Infidelity can take many forms, from a physical affair to an emotional entanglement, each leaving its own unique scars on the relationship. It's a deeply personal experience. The pain is individual as the individuals involved. But one thing remains constant: the searing pain of betrayal, the feeling of being lied to, deceived, and disrespected. It's a punch to the gut that can leave you reeling, questioning everything you thought you knew about your partner and your relationship. The foundation of trust crumbles, replaced by a quicksand of doubt, suspicion, and insecurity. The once safe haven of your relationship now feels like a minefield of triggers. Every conversation laced with suspicion, every touch tainted with doubt. Rebuilding trust after infidelity is a long and arduous journey, one that requires radical honesty, unwavering commitment, and a willingness to confront the underlying issues that led to the betrayal.
Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship. After all, you're two unique individuals with different perspectives and opinions. But when conflicts fester, left unresolved and allowed to simmer beneath the surface, they become toxic, slowly poisoning the well of your love. Imagine a house with a leaky faucet. At first it's just a minor annoyance, a drip here and there. But over time, those drips turn into a steady stream, eroding the foundation, weakening the structure, until it's on the verge of collapse. Unresolved conflicts are like that leaky faucet, slowly but surely chipping away at the foundation of your relationship. It might start with small things, leaving dishes in the sink, forgetting an anniversary, or disagreeing on how to load the dishwasher. But each unresolved conflict, no matter how insignificant it might seem, adds another layer of resentment, another brick in the wall of miscommunication that's slowly being erected between you. The longer these conflicts remain unaddressed, the more they fester, morphing into bigger issues, fueled by past hurts and unspoken resentments. Learning to communicate effectively, to address conflicts head-on with empathy and understanding, is crucial for the long-term health of any relationship.
We've delved into the depths of the human heart, exploring 6 surprising reasons why people leave the ones they love. From the silent killer of emotional disconnect, to the fear that binds us, from the weight of external pressures to the diverging paths of personal growth, from the ultimate betrayal of infidelity to the corrosive nature of unresolved conflicts, the reasons are as varied as the individuals experiencing them. Remember, love and relationships are complex, messy, and often unpredictable. There's no magic formula, no one-size-fits-all answer to why relationships end. But by understanding these common reasons, by shining a light on the often hidden dynamics that contribute to breakups, we can approach our own relationships with greater awareness, empathy, and a commitment to building stronger, healthier connections. Now I want to hear from you. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your insights in the comments below. And if you're looking for more insights into relationship dynamics, Be sure to check out my other videos on the channel.